everybody. Happy 1 year anniversary of Joe Biden winning the election. I've been saving up this rant for quite a minute now. Very, very perturbed, as is millions of Americans right now, I would assume. I'm so fucking sick of this, guys. I'm so tired of the media. I'm tired of the establishment, the Democrats, blaming the left and blaming progressives for their fucking failures. I've been tired of it for a while, since since Bernie lost in 2016. It's, I mean, it's been happening longer than that, but I just, just to not be around the bush. There were elections last night, various elections in which Democrats took a massive beating. Gosh, I wonder why that is. To think that it has anything to do with the left or progressives is just wrong. It's false. It's gaslighting. Corporate Democrat in Virginia running for governor lost in a state that was plus 10 for Democrats when Biden beat Trump in that state. So why aren't Democrats coming out? Why aren't Democrats turning out? Surely critical race theory isn't the reason why Republicans are winning in such large numbers right now, is it? I mean, that's really silly, because you have people who are Republicans, are conservatives, being asked what critical race theory if it is, and they have no answer, or they say it's not a big deal, but somehow it's the biggest problem in the country. Democrats can't beat that. The weakness of the Democrats knows no bounds. They have no message. Just Trump bad. Oh, Trump endorsed this guy, therefore he's bad. Vote for us. God damn it. The Build Back Better agenda. It started as a suggestion of $10 trillion. It was negotiated down to $6. A layout created by Bernie Sanders, which was great. It was awesome. It included so many things that America desperately needs. Another compromise was made. It was reduced down to $3.5 trillion. Fine. It was an excellent bill. It had a lot of great provisions in it. It was going to be paid for. Now, because of the absence from the Biden administration and their framework, it was negotiated down to half of that over a 10-year period. If Joe Manchin is so concerned about spending $1.75 trillion over a 10-year period, but $8 trillion for the military isn't that big of a deal. The biggest polluter, easily the biggest biggest expense every single year that we fork out money to, more than what they ask every single time. Ridiculous. Yeah, some money that actually goes to help Americans, working class families, struggling people every day. Fuck that. So, yeah, just just as expected, because Democrats are absolutely feckless and they're complicit in the wants and needs of the corporate ruling class, the wealthy elites. The bill has been stripped down to basically nothing. Progressives folded, and Manchin and Cinema are basically getting everything they want. But still, the mainstream media is trying to blame them for the fucking losses that the Democrats took last night. Bullshit. Fucking bullshit. The provisions that were in the bill before it started getting stripped and just reduced, watered down to basically nothing, were overwhelmingly popular with the American people. Not just the left, not just progressives, Americans as a whole. But now, one of the most popular things in the bill, prescription drugs. Negotiating prices for that, gone. Lowering drug costs, gone. Except, like, maybe in a few years' time, maybe 10 drugs, maybe 30 drugs might be, like, on the table for negotiation to have their prices lowered. Possibly. Out of what? Hundreds, if not thousands of drugs that are out there on the frickin' market? Paid leave, paid sick leave, paid family leave, paternity leave, maternity leave, gone. Another one of the most popular elements of the Build Back Better agenda, of the reconciliation bill, it's gone. But it's progressives' fault, right? And don't get me wrong, they should have fought harder, and they still should. They should vote no on both packages. But still. No paid leave. Gone. We're still like the only country in the world that doesn't offer that for our workers. Isn't that great? Isn't fucking America great? You're literally incentivized to work until you die. If you take time off, that's income lost. If you have a kid and you can't afford childcare, you can't afford to have a fucking child. If you're making minimum wage, if you're making $15 an hour or less. I work less than my partner per week, but still I make more. She has 2 jobs. What the fuck is that? There's no Medicare expansion. What you might get hearing, it might be expanded for hearing, but dental and vision, nah, screw that. That's gone. More appeasing of Joe Manchin, who's not a centrist. He's a conservative. I'm so tired. The real centrist is Bernie fucking Sanders. He's the only true centrist. He's like center left in the Senate. No tuition-free college. That that was cut. And keep in mind, these are all promises. These are all campaign promises made by the Democrats. No public option either. Just some tweaking of the Affordable Care Act, and that's it. There's some housing money, but it's not even remotely close to enough. Especially that's needed. No billionaires tax. How many billionaires are there in the Senate? How many billionaires are there in West Virginia? None. 0. There's only 700 billionaires in the United States. Yet, we're just too chicken shit to tax them, I guess. Unbelievable. Yeah, no new taxes on the rich, no tax increases. The tax cuts made by Trump, yeah, those are pretty much untouched as well. Yeah. What else is there? No. All that's left is like universal pre-K. That's it. And there's like there's no substantive climate money. Only like tax incentives and some green technology. That's it. Not even remotely close to what we actually fucking need. You should just vote no. It's not worth it. It's I mean, this is just failures on top of failures on top of failures. Compromise of a compromise of a compromise. And the progressives, I don't know what, they're probably just going to go right with it. They're probably worried about the midterms. They're probably, it's disgusting. This is the time to fight. This is the time to say no. We're not going to roll over for you. We're not going to fold. There's no stimulus in this. We were promised $2,000 checks back in January. None of that. No minimum wage increase because the Senate parliamentarian said so. I guess the Senate parliamentarian is more powerful than the president now. Yeah, minimum wage of $7.25. That's fine. You can get by on that, right? No voting rights. Nothing about that yet. While all these voter suppression laws all around the country are getting put into place, polling places are being closed in poorer neighborhoods, which are usually have the most minorities. That's why they're getting all closed. Systemic racism. What? No weed legalization. No removing it from the Schedule 1, drug list. No immigration reform. All the Trump laws are being kept into place. And Joe Biden was saying like, oh yeah, I'm open to, waiving the patent rights for the vaccine so that the TRIPS waiver, so that way other countries that aren't as wealthy as the United States can start developing their own generics. No follow through on that, of course. Nothing. I have to ask, Democrats, what the actual fuck are we building back better? What are you doing? What are we doing? What is it going to take? The world is crumbling around us. The effects of climate change are taking their toll right now. But we don't want to fucking hurt the feelings of fossil fuel companies and oil executives and billionaires. So the peasants will have to starve and suffer. The failures of Democrats are not the fault of progressives. To blame them for the failures of the party in general, the failure of Biden, for having no message, not delivering on any campaign promises, it's intellectually insulting. The progressives are literally like the only ones that are like, oh yeah, build back better agenda. Let's do it. Let's go big. Let's go bold. Let's actually deliver on the campaign promises that Biden made. Let's actually deliver on what he fucking campaigned on. And who's fucking standing in the way? Moderates, centrists, gaslighting them, blaming them, like, oh, you're going too socialists. What are the Republicans going to think? You know, this isn't what the American people want. Bullshit, lies, damned fucking lies. The polls refute all of that. Socialism isn't the fucking boogeyman anymore. And this is the bare minimum. 3.5 trillion wasn't even fucking enough. God damn. What the fuck is what else is there to say? You know? Subscribe if you haven't. Leave a like. Leave a comment. I got more videos on the way. Check out my other videos if you haven't. Share this shit. Does anyone else feel as frustrated as I do? Because I know I'm not alone in this shit. Democrats are paving the way for the fucking fascist Republicans to seize power once again. And then what? They're going to get everything they fucking want. Democrats halt progress. Republicans reverse it. Steadfast. See you guys later.